into map number 1 here on Vista. It's going to be a good one for sure. And off to the races, the gentlemen go to P1.
Yeah, it's going to be the first one to get there. It's really going to get the lucky advantage. So it's going to be Maverick getting the first kill, so that's going to come in handy. His Noxious is going to aim a little too high and miss his shots. Yeah, let's be prepared for maybe not the best accuracy out of these guys.
Denver is going to establish themselves right away and get some crucial control onto P1, hitting their shots, not letting London put their foot on the point except for the first 2 seconds of the map. Now, Twisted is going to play strategically here, play his life, and hopefully get a pick onto Xander, but that's not going to work. Burrito is going to come in and drop a tortilla on him and get him off the point now with 16 seconds going to Denver. They've actually quite outdone themselves and gotten some good time here on P1.
I'll tell you what, Denver's coming up with a little bit of strategy here. Already got the rotation over. They're holding mid quite nicely, but nothing on the right side of the map. So there's going to be Twist going forward and pushing himself right into a nice position as he nearly gets 2. But Burrito hiding on those stairs is going to do a fantastic job of defending point 2.
Yeah, so there's going to be Denver with great setups, great shots, and great kills so far to start things off. They had a great P1 so far, and, well, they're going to fall, yeah, an even better P2, as Burrito is just going to go over there and just go insane. A madman is on the loose, ladies and gentlemen, here on Vista, and it is a food. Burrito now with 7 kills. Only a 1 death, and he's got to be on a cruise missile at this point, but Xander as well. He's helping out, pulling his weight, and right now it's not looking too good of a start for London.
Yeah, if I'm Burrito, I'm going to... Andale as they're going to rotate over to P3, and he's going to be all too excited. London have, again, a rotation advantage, but it's going to be Maverick doing the Maverick things, and unfortunately not getting the kill and pushing everybody off. But nonetheless, it's going to be in control of London.
Oh, no. You hate to see Noxious just die from that shortcoming, but what you love to see if you're a London Royals fan is them actually getting themselves on time and getting some time. Twisted's going to win his gunfight. He'll get traded out in the process. There goes Swervo trying to get on point. He's also traded out from Xander, and so now it's left to Chaos to get scraps, and leading London is going to be Twisted. If he gets this kill, it's going to create an opening, and he does it. He does it well and trips out Burrito in the process, having no idea where he went.
Yeah, I think he was meant to jump off the side of the map, but he made the jump.
It worked out. It worked out.
It somehow worked, and London is still got a good amount of control. It's been contested, that's why the point isn't that high quite a few times. So nonetheless, London are going to be happy with what they claim. Denver with a good rotation, they've got themselves prepped and ready. P4, a very wide and open site, a little difficult to really hold, but that's where you just need some good crossfire coming in, which is not being shown. But Burrito, he is, well, he seems to be the MVP at the moment. He's getting some frags.
Yeah, Burritos can do a lot, but he can't win them all. So just a couple of seconds ago, he's going to get shot off of point. That's going to give London a temporary 10 seconds of time to at least get themselves into the game to a certain degree, but at the end of the day, it's going to be Denver who's going to come on in, and just as I say that, the Caster's Curse also kicks in, and there goes Chaos getting 2 kills, and ultimately allowing London to retrieve that last 15 seconds of time. Now, if you're Denver, you're being smart and rotating to new at this point. Moving on over to what's going to be controlled now primarily by Burrito. There he is sitting there, not moving at all and shooting in the process, but he's going to get completely gunned down as well in the process. So London, this is a great opening for you to get back onto the point and get yourselves back into the game with 49 seconds.
Yeah, Burrito was midway through eating himself, and then next thing you know, he got distracted by the gunfire. Sounds like a standard thing in Mexico, but, you know, moving on to the point is critical, and London is doing a fantastic job to gain control. But just as I say it, Denver making their push, using the momentum they have to claim points for themselves. Maverick really popping up in the team as well. Twist is going to play Ring Around the Roses. He is going to find a pocket full of poses, but he will fall down. Yeah,
so London had a great opening there for a second to get some time on point, and they're taking advantage of it right now. But what really is killing them right now is Denver sort of just going over it, little contests here and there, this and that, tit for tat, but it's not, it's really adding up in the time, and the score reflection really isn't a reflection of what London's been putting forth as an effort to get themselves on the point and establish themselves as a worthy opponent in this series right now. I mean, we're back to P1. It's looking exactly how things started off. Denver getting crazy control onto these points. Eventually, finally, Maverick's going to be slayed and taken off, but Denver ultimately doing exactly the opposite of what their team says, and they're not surrendering anytime soon this P1.
Yeah, you can see the rotation and the movement that the likes of Maverick and Burrito are bringing into the game. They are actually able to capture a lot of the London Royals just being off guard. Not very traditional of a Royal Londoner. They should be standing on point and wearing red proudly, but, the tourists always seem to distract them. Nonetheless, back to the game again. I'm going off topic all day.
Yeah, so we're going to be moving over to P2 just at that, and London's going to be back in the same position that they were just the last hill rotation, where they had a successful rotation onto P2, but they're going to get completely slayed off. That's going to be Maverick.
Yeah, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. What will look to be royal control has just turned into the British Empire as it was. A lot of control disappeared later on. And it's going to be Denver taking the P2 site. 30 seconds left, so there's still plenty of time to really get this down to one more rotation. But the attack from London coming in, but still just not enough to push Denver off point.
Yeah, Denver is absolutely making this look like a bloodbath, a pubs match, if that, as Xander's going to be popping off, getting himself a nice little two-piece to take home with him as a trophy at the end of this game. But yeah, London's really lacking right now in a sense. I mean, they're trying to win on rotations, which is what they do. But I mean, you look at the bottom left corner of your map, like player number 6 and 7, that's going to be Vague and Swervo, both pushed old. It was 5 seconds left, and I mean, they got the time, but at what cost? Now, Noxious, Maverick, and the rest of Denver have crucial control on this point, which, I mean, in theory, is going to lead to a map 1 win.
Yeah, Xander on a 5 killing spree. He just needs one more and he can get himself a cruise. And you know what? He's going to punch for it as well. So he's going to quickly have to deploy the cruise missile if he really wants to use it in this game, as London will have control. And they're going to just push themselves. No! 2 seconds shy of the 100 club. They are going to get it eventually, but that cruise missile is going to claim nobody but just vital information.
Yeah, I mean, they got themselves out of the 100-point club, but if you're on Denver, you're kind of just still playing, kicking your feet up, relaxing, maybe having a little bit of a snack right now in between of the game, because they, as in London, has a lot of time to catch up to at this point in time. So Denver can play this as slowly or as quickly as possible. London sort of being at the mercy of Denver, but Vague doing a good job, and Twisted of getting things started in their favor, sort of turning the tide right now. Now they're down by less than 100. Take 2 hills now for London to come back.
There was so much time that Denver had to really anchor down on that point, but they took too long. London now are going to anchor down on this point. Is this going to be some miracle that London just completely reverse sweeps a hard point game? Because right now it's looking all in favor of London, and Denver, the strong attack that they had at the start, almost looks like it's disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, what was once a great start for Burrito and the rest of his teammates on Denver is now starting to slowly crumble. But again, as I say earlier, I mean, it's only 152 to 218, so Denver still has a lot of time to play with, and sort of what they're doing as we go back now to our new rotation, a new hard point. Xander making a statement right away, telling them, look, you guys have been doing well so far, but if I'm here to play, it means that that effort, that motivation, that drive that you guys have is not here for long. So he's going to go ahead and anchor himself on point, but ultimately get slayed off point from Chaos, saying, not if I have anything to do with it. So now it's just going to be an absolute bloodbath on the side of London Royal with Cheese. All red in the feed, all red on the ground as the blood of London Royal soaks up on Denver as they soak up time.
Yeah, it's looking to be 5 seconds left for Denver. I criticized them. I said, what the hell's happening? But no, Denver will take the win on map 1. It was convincing at first, and then they kind of had a little siesta midway through. I don't think that's kind of the right region to have a siesta, but hey, you know, you got Burrito on your team, so that's close enough.
I mean, they were getting some stuff going, pan out on Karachi. Now, it was sort of a little bit of a bloodbath on Vista, but it's okay, because Karachi is definitely a much more established map, and it's been around significantly longer, so perhaps it just means that London Royale with cheese hadn't really gotten their reps in as much on Vista as they did on Karachi. But right now, we're going to see two teams go on completely opposite sides of the map as London sort of coordinate themselves on a B push, and Chaos is going to start with the Chaos and get a first kill.
Yeah, Xander looking to see what he can do. Bomb going down onto B, and a quick rotation to the back. Standard protocol, hide yourself from the rear, but they're double stacking, so maybe one too many players. And Xander, hello. Is there one there? It's not going to be one, and he'll fall to the ground. Twisting the way he can, getting that early frag.
Yeah, so right now the bomb's going to favor London and the lives at the same time. So it's going to take a lot of grit, effort, and precision on the side of Denver to clutch up this 2v2 situation. As we can hear the indication, the bomb is ticking down, time is running out, and once it hits 7.5, there is not enough time, and there isn't. Still 2v2 situation, London Royale. Even if you die, you win round number 1.
Nearly an ace for Maverick, but unfortunately just can't find the last player. But that's always the hard thing in a 2v1 situation, because you need to find the player, and in a post-plant situation, you need to find that player, because otherwise they can just peek out and kill you. You know,
yes,
so there's a risk and reward to going for that defuse, but what can you do? There is not much you can do, but we will switch sides and see what the Londoners can do this time round when they are defending.
Yeah, especially when you go on a map like Karachi, the playstyle is dramatically different. I mean, look at the size of the map in comparison to Vista. Big difference there. So when you're in a position, like you said, 1v3 situation, you're trying to get an ace. A lot harder to do it on a map like Karachi than Vista, but we're going to be at a stalemate here on B, just as we were last round. Both teams peeking at each other, trying to get some information, and Twisted's going to be the first one that's going to get it. Bomb's going to be down by Xander, but he doesn't realize just hiding on the other side is vague. But he's going to be smart and play his life. Never mind. There go the shots and the intel.
Yeah, it was going to be looking good, but once you kind of commit to that shot, you've got to go all the way. And it's awkward, and he was caught out in a very open position. Chaos not able to induce what his name is entitled for. And he is going to fight all the way up top. Become another stalemate. As Twisted, he can't find anywhere and was killed within the alley. London wasn't able to get that round.
Yeah, I mean, everything just sort of came to crumble mid-round, especially when that player on London, I don't remember exactly who it was, sort of got a little too overconfident there and thought he was going to hit his shots. It was vague, excuse me. Thought he was going to hit his shots and ultimately missed them. And the domino effect ensued thereafter. London completely wiped out after that point. It's going to be twice in that last round where hit markers were given, screens were red, but London, despite the red being their primary color, wasn't able to capitalize. That's going to be a win for the side of Denver. Now we're going to see the exact same thing happen again. Slow play style onto B.
Not much you can really do in Maverick again. It seems to be this upper position, and they're not checking, and Maverick going to get those initial tags. The entirety of London Royale up, and we'll say up, down by the B site. Chaos, that's some good information he's got. From his eyes, it's looking clear, but the angles is what he needs to get. Xander, oh, that's some good peeking, but again, no one taken down, no one can fall. Noxious with 2, and that's going to create an opening.
Now there's the opening, but Swervo comes in from behind him and says, wait, don't forget about me. I can do something like that too. I can sneak up from behind you, but Maverick catches him back on the rotation and gets 2 kills to end the round and give it to Denver to close out round number 3. Wow.
That two-piece is just smooth as well. Maverick, he is a true Maverick. Again, that. But again, throwing side to side, one going one way, now it's two going the other. So Denver, is this the advantage and the lead that we're expecting as Maverick is 5-0 on a 5 streak, one away from a cruise already?
And Maverick absolutely showing us why exactly he absolutely popped off on hardpoint, getting those 30-some kills like you said earlier, but again, we're going to see the exact same thing. You start to wonder when one team's going to put their foot down and be like, all right, we're not going to go to B as tradition has said, but Xander's just going to sneak by, just barely getting the bomb off. And there
Swervy?
is going to be Swervy as well, getting shot off point, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know what Swervy was doing, but I think there was a kamikaze attempt somewhere amongst that mix. It didn't fully work out, and it's now down to 2, Twisted and Vague. And it's going to be a tough job against a full team, and they need to be careful not to give Maverick that kill, because if Maverick gets it, that's cruise missile in their favor, but time's running too low. There's not really much time left for them to get it. Maverick will get the cruise missile. And it is down to a 3v1. Burrito will fall, make that a 2v1, and Xander will die to the bomb.
Well, the bomb's going to be off, but at least Vague was able to get at least 2 kills to end that round, get him 3 away from getting a cruise. It's an unfortunate loss on the side of London, but still got 2 rounds. You still got 3 rounds left for Denver to close out this map. So London not looking too good, especially when you know what awaits for you in map 3. It's going to be on Invasion, and that, my friends, is one of their best maps. So you want to win these maps here, secure the win in the process, and Swervo killing Xander somehow via vehicle is a great way to start.
Yeah, there's always a way to do it, you know, good old bomb in a car, you know, classic move. I don't know if it is a classic move if you're on the eyes of the Geneva Convention, but that's a different story. War crimes left, right, and center. Bomb going down again onto B. No attempts of going A. I don't think people want to do it. Maverick still not dead. Going 9-0 and completely wiped out London Royale. Is this man going to die, or is he going to pull off the 9 KD?
I don't know. I mean, it's looking pretty promising right now with no slowing down. Denver making this look like a pubs match, as I said in the last hardpoint. Now they're doing it on search and destroy. I mean, they're just having a blast. So I'm kind of going up to bomb, spinning around in circles, you know, crouching up and down. It's really looking like Denver is sort of eased themselves in and are really comfortable now in this series at, you know, coming out on top, getting their kills, being mechanical with their movements in the process. But London, again, it doesn't seem to be a single one of you guys who have managed to get more than 2 kills on the board. So now with another B push, London has something to do to get themselves back.
There's 10. Maverick now on 10, but the bomb midway through going down. It's going to be Vague getting 1, but he can't get the Renetti kill. Noxious will get another. Maverick adds to his tally as there's another kill. Is there anything that can stop Maverick? And just the look away, and it will be actually good timing. And it's going to be Maverick once again. How is this man still alive?
That was the closest that London had. Besides, obviously, round 1 at winning a round, and it was just unfortunate, but Maverick is still there. He's really, with the power of his MCW, getting those kills. Not a single death on the board right now. It's a case of what we were saying earlier in just the last series. We get one player on the team who's absolutely carrying right now, getting kills left and right. But that's not to say Denver isn't doing their part altogether. I mean, you get 2 plants down and Burrito also doing his part. 3 and 4. But finally, we see a change in pace from London. Now they're going to go to A, but is it too late?
I don't think it is. Yeah, looking at that map, that really is too late. Oh, underneath MWIII. Hello, there could be an opportunity. Bomb just down below. MWIII got some great movement going. There's going to be 13 to a streak, as that's going to get the opening pick, but no reaction from any other player. There's another easy frag. There's 14. MWIII still adding more to the points. Xander's going to help out. And it's down to 1. Swervy is going to be alive. Can he get one? At least the Renetti's out. No, he's missing every shot. Denver will take the win. Oh, no, that's disappointing to see.
It is disappointing to see, but if you're a London Royal fan, you must be thinking to yourself, just you wait. Just you wait. London Denver looking to complete successfully a sweep, and London Royal looking to say, not if we can help it here on Invasion.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard push indeed, and talking of hard pushes, they're going to go straight to A, and that's going to be a quick cap down in the station, and realistically a harder site to do. So common strategy from any form of team, and Denver doing a fantastic job. They might actually get this job done off the get-go, and this is a dream scenario with 1:20 on the clock. Boom shakalaka, that's A done, and now they can focus on B.
Yeah, they're also up by 1 life too, even though they got a team kill just a couple of seconds ago. And you are precisely right in saying that it is a dream scenario as well, especially now, given that 2 players on the side of Denver are kind of invading the spawns of London and causing havoc on their side in the process. You love to see, if you're on the offensive, getting a quick cap on A, because otherwise it is really hard to cap later on in the end game. So now with 26 lives remaining, standing with 4 kills already right off the bat, make it 5 with a cruise. MWIII and the rest of his teams at the Denver Surrender are looking to cap B.
Yeah, and already that live difference is, well, I was going to say it's a bit bigger than what I was expecting it to be, but 23-19 favor for Denver, and Denver have gone aggressive. They've put it to 1.5 ticks, so this is looking positive and in a great position for them. They just need to find a way back on point, because London, they've put themselves and locked in.
Yeah, sort of at the last second there, you're right. Denver looked like they had just won themselves the game, but London kind of came in and got those 3 kills off onto Denver, and then solidifying the 4th thereafter. So all that effort isn't going to matter, though, if they can't do something and do something quick. It's a 1v1 between Swervo and Burrito, ultimately going to the side of Burrito, and ultimately round number 1 going to the side of Denver.
That was extremely quick, extremely fluid, and I think that A cap massively helped, because we all know that the B site is just that little bit easier to cap, and that's why we see B going first, and then we get that, what we call the defensive line forming, and then we get that struggle towards A. But the fact A went within 2 seconds, that is a strong start indeed, and you love to see it. And again, MWIII popping off. I know their stats on the screens aren't going to be always up to date, but sticking at 6, if that is somewhat true to 2, whew, that's a start.
Yeah, so Chaos is going to be slayed right off the get-go here. Sort of trying to mirror what London had done first round, and it was unsuccessful. A lot of that was just because the spread of Denver, the spread of white arrows all over the map is sort of invading and infecting all of the red from London, not even allowing any of them to get a single kill off of the MWIII. That's going to be a great start to the round for you too. Now they're down by 2 lives, but London, on the other hand, 22-27, and Denver are just sit back and relaxing for round 2.
Yeah, it almost was a spawn trap coming from Denver, so they are trying to create that scenario as the first progression of first pick will go to London, as that's going to be a 2-piece from Twiz, and that's going to be very nice indeed, but he will eventually fall a bit later on, and no more progression onto that B site. And once again, Denver will continue just pressing forward, keeping the pressure applied to deny London any chance from getting more ticks.
Yeah, so they've gotten themselves to a position where they're just barely, you know, fighting tooth and nail to get on B, but they're just not able to. And now with 20 seconds left, and someone like MWIII Noxious and Xander sitting in response and causing headaches, excuse me. It's just not looking good for the side of London. It's going to take a miracle for you to win this one.
It's going to take a massive miracle. 6 seconds left. They're going to have to rush onto point. But look, there is a pincer. There are people waiting. It's not going to be too much as Maverick is there and waiting. Denver take the second round, and it's 1 round away for series and game and title point.
Yeah, I mean, London, there's Maverick again, 14-4. But, you know, Mavericks just, or excuse me, London just not making this look like their map at all. I don't even think they got a full cap that last round. So it is an unfortunate reality if you're a London fan. But Hyper, you and I just last week, I've seen crazier things happen. We saw a reverse sweep on control and a reverse sweep in the whole map. So if I know one or two things about COD, it's that if a reverse sweep is going to happen, it'll happen right now.
Yes, but is that realistically going to happen? From the way these guys are spawning, the way these guys are moving, traveling in one area, it's just going to be a fire show as they're going to just put bullets in, and actually it successfully worked, you know, forcing numbers, you know, that's the way to do it. But they're all now down south, and that leaves that B site completely open.
Now, they weren't able to mirror what they did in the first round, Denver, with that full cap on A right off the bat, right off the get-go, but they're also now down in the lives, and Vague taking out a crucial member from Denver. Maverick, that's 15-6 for this man as well. He's the only one in the lobby going double digits, if the stats are correct at this point in time. Now, actually, mind you, it's not going to be just Maverick and Noxious. Most of Denver is going to be getting double digits, and they're also going to be getting most of and capping B to get things started off. Now they're down by 2 lives, but they have 2 minutes to work with here and sort of mess around. That's exactly what Noxious is going to do, wrap himself around into the spawn and sort of create this wrap all around London and the red arrows until eventually lay them off point and get themselves to a position where they can full cap A.
Xander just had a little... Is Xander good? I think Xander's disconnected. He's just standing there. He's not really doing much, and he will finally get taken out. I'm very much questioning his connectivity here, but nonetheless, it was looking to be a very good cap onto that A, a good push, but with a player down and no, all players are back again. They are able to fight once more. The lives are against them, so Denver need to get the kills, as again, Maverick is carrying the entire team for them.
Yeah. I mean, you're in a good position right now if you're on the side of London. You've got to get yourself set up, try to avoid that Christmas as much as you can. I love that Xander sort of running around in spawns and being distracted from the side of London. He almost got a 2-piece. That would have been lethal for London, but nevertheless, as that happens, Burrito's able to sneak himself in, get some time on Hill. That's a crucial kill coming on to Swervo, but he's going to ultimately be splayed off point. But Noxious is quickly going to step in, take his spot, and it's up to Twiz right now to get the kill, but he's not able to, so his teammate Big comes in alongside with Swervo, making up for not clutching up earlier on. Now 13-17. Woo, that was a close one if you're London.
Yeah, and it does mean the second tick has been completed as well for A, so now it's only 1 tick left. They can't have a full wipe, otherwise we know Denver will capitalize. That's 2 players already down. They're going to start to press. There's 3. They just need 1 more. There's the full wipe, and now they can get onto point. It's going to be a full stack. It's going to be quick. It's going to be fast, and it's going to be Denver's. That was probably the quickest series we have casted.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was under an hour, that series, but I mean, that's just the unfortunate reality of some matches. You know, on paper they might seem to be the best, but